what she thought about this entire thing and to try to contextualize this beef or this issue in her terms. This is what she said.
So if you get shot in one and then and you get shot in two, now that leaves zero.
Okay,
So
you
how
are
you twerking
definitely
two
gonna
days?
get me in
How you
trouble. Let
twerking
me
two
mute
days
up. I'm
later? If you got, do you know what? Have you ever been shot? Have you?
I've never been shot, Nicki.
Oh, okay.
I've never been
I know,
shot.
I know people that have been shot. I know people that shoot. Okay. Now let me tell you, let me
I'm
tell you what the
fine.
fuck don't happen 2 days after a bitch get shot in two hoofs. Uh, twerking on socials. First of all, emotionally, even emotionally, you just got shot. Girl, no. But, however, the point is, you know what really grinded my fucking gears, guys? What grinded my gears was when Doodoo on the beats. They or them I've never met in my life, right? Got on Twitter, started bragging about him not clearing a beat for Nicki Minaj. So while people were acting unbothered on socials, and while Desiree Perez was the bots. Oh my God, we have screenshots of the YouTube bots. It's crazy. Leo, if Leo, you better don't play with me, nigga. I hope you ain't around that company no more right now, cause yeah. And so,
But
no, wait,
Nikki,
hold
some
on,
of
Joe,
us
hold on,
still
hold on,
very
Joe,
much
hold on,
need
hold on, Joe,
YouTube
hold on,
support.
hold on. Between the YouTube bots and the Twitter ads and the paid for TikToks and the paid for tweets, to the point where people got their little $250 for their tweet to say something bad about Nicki Minaj, and then the next day it was like, bitch, yeah. Anyway, I'm going right. I'm listening to Bigfoot. So I don't know why anybody of that, and I'm not talking about any rapper. I'm talking about a company or companies. Why would they want to prove everything I've been saying is true? Because what happens is, if you already make a smear campaign to market and tell people somebody is quote unquote crazy, then you are training them not to believe whatever this person says. So why would Doodoo on the beats that night come out like a dummy on the beats and prove my point? Oh, and you know what the barbs do? Oh, once one point Nikki say has been proven, oh, they will go back for the last 50 years and research some shit. And they will realize, oh, wow, they've been doing this, they've been doing that, they've been doing this. And now you ask yourself why. So if you think this is an issue between two rappers, you're wrong. This is a dialogue between me, the machine, and a bunch of different machines having to come together constantly, using different people. When one fails, let's go somewhere else and try to. It never works. But that's the point that I wanted the world to see, and that it's gonna be sympathy again. It's gonna be nonsense again, and nobody will ever respect that in rap. So if you get shot in one, and you get
All right. There you have it. Nicki Minaj. By the way, she was on for like 20, 30 minutes, running her mouth. Y'all want to hear the real about this, man. By the way, with all due respect, I was listening to this whole thing, and I've been listening. Everybody know I'm a fan of my man, who's my friend, Joe Budden. But I know Joe can't tell the truth about all of this because Joe is promised like an interview with Nicki, so he can't really call a spade right now. It's okay. It's fine. That's why I'm here. Okay. Nicki don't like me. Listen, nobody's gonna tell the truth. Let me tell you this. The only objective person in this is me. Charlamagne must got some beef with Nicki, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Nicki don't like me. Meg don't like me. I don't got no fucking horse in the race. Okay, only the truth could be on my side. I don't have any horse in the race. Everybody else, they're picking. Like I seen somebody say, "Yo, I'm from Queens, so I can't say Nicki." Listen, cut the malarkey. Now here's the thing: Nicki Minaj gave a mid song in response to a decent song from Meg. Meg's song was not a complete diss song. Nicki's song was. Okay? Now after that, this is how the beef rules go. Okay? You ain't that busy. You've been twerking on Instagram, doing squats in your workout outfits for the last 8 months while you watch Tory go to jail and all type of shit happen. Meg, you could get in the booth. I gave her 4 days. The fourth day might expire tomorrow or the day after. It's probably likely that she won't respond. And I'm going to be honest with you, Nicki Minaj will win this beef by default. Okay? She's not winning this beef by skill. She's going to win it by default. Now, here's the problem, too. Nicki might be one of the first people to win a beef, but lose the PR battle. Because Nicki, even when she wins, is so unlikable. And it's because of her antics and her not knowing how to play the game like how her counterparts play it when they're in beef. I.e., Jay-Z and Nas. I.e., even Cameron's messy. I.e., definitely her label mate Drake. I'm probably going to have to award her the beef, but I'm going to have to award her the L in the PR battle. Her distasteful attitude and also demeanor towards this whole situation has garnered sympathy, even though she said she was trying to avoid that, for Meg. So you know what Meg's going to say? I couldn't rap with her anyway. Give me the L in the beef, but at least make me the motherfucking victim. Now, how does that happen? You have the Barbs who are complete weirdos. Now, allegedly, none of the Barbs actually went to Meg Thee Stallion's gravesite, as was probably reported by some outlets. Meg Thee Stallion grave, mom. But the Houston Chronicle did put out an article saying, hey, listen, I'm sorry. Saying that, the police was notified by the cemetery, and apparently her mom's name is Holly Thomas, and it was notified that they should have more people to take note of what's going on a security level than previously. Now, to be very fair, we don't know if Nicki Minaj, it's like the Trump thing, right? Like, Trump didn't tell niggas, run up in the Capitol building and run up in there with y'all guns and start slapping niggas. But he said kind of coded message that people said, bro, you basically, in a roundabout way, was trying to almost incite a riot, right? That's what Nicki does, right? Nicki never said nobody should mess with, her mom. But you say it enough, when you have crazy fans, they might try to do some weird shit. Now, we don't really have proof that anything got done. However, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm here changing my opinion again. If I'm Meg Thee Stallion, I don't respond to Nicki. Nicki, while nobody's going to care that she won this rap beef, if I'm Meg, I care about being looked at as a victim. That's been working for Meg this whole time. Nicki's right about that. Don't respond to Nicki and just be seen as a victim and be seen as the bereaved daughter who is crying over her mom, and Nicki Minaj is clowning your dead mama. Yes, of course. So I agree with how Meg Thee Stallion's playing this. Again, it just goes to show how unlikable Nicki Minaj is. How the hell you gonna win the beef? How the hell you win the rap battle but still lose the PR battle? Like, everybody still looks at you like a piece of shit, even though they might be like, yeah, you could rap better, and yeah, you were more disrespectful. Again, I don't think Meg Thee Stallion's goal at any point was to rap better or out-rap Nicki Minaj. Her whole thing was just trying to maintain whatever level of respect or grace people had for her. Okay, so to be honest, I'm probably gonna give Nicki the battle, but I'm giving her the loss in the PR battle, in the PR game. Like, how does Nicki not understand that, my nigga? You sound like you're off drugs. Like, I don't know why everybody keep like tiptoeing around it. I'm not saying she's on coke or anything. I don't even know what would be your drug of choice. But listen, Nicki Minaj just doesn't sound sober. She sounds like she's obsessed. She sounds like she's bothered. And also, like, if we really get into a conversation about these things, you can't shame her for not admitting to fucking a guy, right? While you just ignore the fact that your spouse and your brother may have been entangled with underage women according to the law. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's like she's trying to change the rules. She's trying to do the sympathy thing. And the last thing I would say to Nicki, bro, nobody ain't finna feel sorry for you. Like, my nigga, in a rap battle, nobody cares about the accolades you got. We don't care how many damn trophies you got. And by the way, here's the thing too. I'm not here saying that she can't diss Meg's mama. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Like, she can diss Meg's mama if she want. My thing is that ain't what makes her win a beef. You get what I mean? If anything, that makes her unlikable. Like, I'm probably gonna give Nicki the beef. Like, yeah, you won it. So what? It's not like niggas was looking at Meg as no type of warrior. The problem with Nicki is that she don't realize that we've all told her we don't think none of these girls could compete with you. So the people who you're battling with or you're aiming to compete with, we all have accepted that they can't compete with you. So what are you trying to prove? Somebody said, Nicki threatening your family. You're supposed to be bugging up. Man, I don't give a fuck with Nicki. Like, but Nicki's a bum. Like, bro, like, you know, like, I'm not gonna take it personal when analyzing this type of shit. Like, if it's time for me to disrespect her, of course I would disrespect her. I don't give a fuck. But like, I'll just talk about this beef objectively. Yeah, in this beef, just objectively, yeah, I think she won on a music level. Because I don't think Meg's gonna respond. Now, I don't even think Meg's not gonna respond because she can't rap back. I think Meg, let me go to the shade room, I'll show you something. Meg is getting comforted. Like, Nicki went so left and is like, you know, almost kind of seeming a little bit off the rocker, that if people don't want to diss her, people are just blatantly and openly supporting Meg. Let me show you a few people. They're just like clearly like in Meg's corner. Like, hey, Meg, you're doing the right thing. We support you, girl. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see this. The police are involved. And I know some people are going to say PR. By the way, the one thing I do got to say to Nicki, please shut the fuck up about everybody using bots. My nigga, shut up. Like, we don't want to hear it no more. You're on Republic. Y'all all pay for the same bots. Yo, Nicki is like such a fraud with how she tries to manipulate the music industry. It's like when Chance the Rapper told us he was motherfucking like independent, but he wasn't. Nicki, you're on the biggest label. Let me like look at this. Look. Label of the year. Let's Google this. Look at this. Noah Kahan presents Label of the Year award to Monty and Avery Lippman of Republic Records. That's the Label of the Year. You want to know who's on Republic Records? Republic Records roster include all these people, but you're going to scroll down and the person you are interested in is... Scroll down. Where is it at? Nicki Minaj, right here. Like, Nicki Minaj is on the best label in hip hop. Like, that's why I said she's kind of like a fraud to me. Well, anytime she talks about bots, my nigga, like, one label don't do bots. Like, this is the music industry. They're all scummy. They all cheat. They all lie. They all finesse. They all buy records. They all try to finesse numbers. They all try to plan stories. They all try to change the headlines. They are trying to sell music. If Atlantic does it, Republic does it. Universal does it. I mean, Universal, every label does it. Geffen, Interscope, everybody does the same tricks. You got Nicki always sitting up here talking about like she's a goddamn like she's an independent artist. No, you're not, my nigga. My nigga, you're on the biggest label in hip hop. When you're talking about everybody got bots, you think that there's like integrity on your label? Nigga, your label is the same label. Look, you're on the same line as Nav. Nigga, they sold t-shirts instead of records. Nigga, the fuck are you talking about? Nigga, your label's scummy as fuck too. When people call out Atlantic, I'm like, nobody knows about Republic? Nigga, Republic is like the original finessers. They just finesse on the biggest stage. You know who they finesse with the most? You see this moneymaker here? Taylor Swift. They sell her album 20 different versions, one album. Hey, here's a red version. Here's a blue version. Here is the yellow and white version. Hey, here is the version with her handprint. Like, nigga, they do all the finesse. So when I hear Nicki Minaj complaining about another artist's numbers, Nicki, stop being a fucking sore loser. You do have the biggest fan base, but don't act like you're like Nicki's problem is she act like hip hop started and ended with her. Nicki, you an old bitch in the game. You're going to die at some point. We all are. And you're going to leave this game. And there's going to be new girls. Just like I'm in the YouTube space. I'm going to leave at some point. There's going to be new people. You can't act like there's no, like you're the end all be all to this shit. That's how she acts. Only her numbers is real. Everybody's numbers is fake. No, it's not, my nigga. Like, again, you do have the biggest fan base. I always salute her. I shit on some of these other artists using her numbers saying, hey, at least her fans do buy music. But she's not the only person with a fan base. That little horse-looking bitch got a fan base too. Her fan base just don't buy music as much as your fan base does. But it doesn't mean it's bots. Like, no. Y'all all have fan bases. So, like, when I see Nicki, like, with the hate and shit, like, oh, yeah, only my numbers are real. Everybody's numbers is fake. Shut up. Shut up. Like, my nigga, you got a whole kid, my nigga. Like, why are you talking about, like, you're the only person that could, like, have a fan base? Like, bro, you're old as shit. So, to be very clear, when Nicki started telling y'all about bots, my nigga, are you kidding me? Like, first of all, Nicki fans, almost all Nicki fans, and I could call y'all out directly, because y'all almost all participate in what's kind of almost highly illegal and what the Billboard did not intend for the finesse to be when it came to finessing sales. Y'all pass around credit cards to buy albums. Y'all send money to each other to purchase Nicki motherfucking music. That is exactly like bots, my nigga. Like, it's exactly like bots. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, granted, it might be like, oh, it's real people. But Billboard is not a thing where it's like, hey, fans should share money amongst themselves to rig the thing. It's supposed to be consumption via the general public. So again, when I hear like Nicki's fans start saying this dumb shit, like, yo, everybody's using bots and they're real, I'm like, yo, get a life. You feel me? Now, with all that being said, man, I got smoke for the horse too. Yo, Meg, you pussy, man. Meg is pussy. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was telling Meg pick up a stick. She picked it up and dropped it in the same fucking motion. Yo, Meg, this is why we can't respect people like you. I hate when somebody calls somebody out, but they didn't expect a response. Let's be honest, Meg. You never expected Nicki to respond. You thought Nicki was going to just ignore it because she might look at it as she's giving you clout. So now you're just going to sit by and not even give her a response on you literally setting your song to her. I wish these bitches... Let me go look at the line. This is why Meg is a fucking fraud. His lyrics. Where's she at with it? She says She says, bitch, you a pussy. Never finna check me. Every chance you get, bet your weak ass won't address me. Nah, come on. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Meg, you straight pussy, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you can't spit a line like this and Nicki come for your head, your dead mama, everything about you. And my nigga, you don't even pick up bro, pick up a correct stick, nigga. Now, it's one thing if she come out and she says, yo, this bitch, like, just took it somewhere else where I'm not making music. I agree with that, too. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. The way Nicki been talking, you might have to shoot her. You might gotta hit her in the head with a bottle, something like that. Like, it's a problem. And you can't be sad for Nicki. Like, Nicki took it there. And by the way, I see some people say, oh, well, she started it first. Man, you ain't started if you address her husband as exactly what it's on paperwork saying he has to do. Nigga has to register as a sexual offender. Like, the fuck? So, I just look at Meg and I'm like, yo, Meg, what are you doing? Why you ain't respond yet? Yo, Meg actually had a chance to just, like, AI crossover Nicki. But I'm getting to realize, man, them bars or the lack of bars that she ever has, she be taking mad long to cook up. She can't really just get in the ring and kind of go toe-to-toe with anybody, even a Nicki Minaj. And I almost look at it like this. This is why, like, when Nicki's, like, getting at all of these female rappers, I can't feel bad for them. We just got to call a spade a spade. Most of them are fucking trash. That's the reality of it. Most of them are trash. Nicki Minaj is actually beyond timing, and none of them really want to compete with her. So what are we going to do? Okay? So anyway, Nicki went on that rant, a couple other rants. She's trying to explain to people, like, whatever, like, yo, Nicki, man, this is sad. You still trying to convince people that you ain't fuck nobody. You still trying to convince people of some very simple things. Get over it, bro. Get over it. Okay? Okay. Let me see what y'all talking about. Hey, by the way, I know this chat been infiltrated with a lot of barbs. Y'all want to hear me say, bro, the song was whack, bro. The song was whack. The beat was mediocre. I seen Joe play like some shit. Apparently, this was the original beat. Elliot Wilson posted. So Joe posted the original beat that Nicki was supposed to be on, and it was gonna sound like this.
I didn't like the marriage.
She was playing in the studio.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I didn't like the marriage of what she was doing to the new beat. But I don't think she wrote it to that beat. So it makes sense. But this shit right here.
Sigh. How you fucking mother man when she died? How you gonna get a king and
Much
can't
better.
cry? Child, bye. Big foot, but you still a small fry.
Over this beat, you could tell what she was trying to do.
Yo, this little begging whore, talking about Megan's law. For a free beat, you can hit Megan raw. If you a ghostwriter, party in Megan's jaw. Shots thrown, but I still ain't let Megan. Bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot. Still ain't top red booby. Trying to steal a source. I said, get up on my cookbook. But really, I'm a city pie.
You get the point.
That's all.
That's all.
It's very hard.
Fucking your best friend, man, is crazy. You the type. You was lying to the queen and you been lying to the king.
Gail.
The 30-year-old tea so stale. Kylie kicked you out and made you stumble to the car. Bars, I need a good alcohol bar. Roman, wait, that was the bar. Like a bodybuilder, I keep raising the bar. Fuck you, get shot with no scar.
This girl picking toxic, somebody adopted.
Oh, so over the last beat, I couldn't even tell she was trying to put a hook in there. I can hear it now over this.
Joe just trying to get that interview, man. That shit is lukewarm no matter what beat that shit on. It could be acapella. Nigga, she literally dropped the acapella. And the shit was still lukewarm, bro. The point is this, man. Hey, Nicki, you're going to get the win by default because, yo, unfortunately, when it comes to female rap, there's not many formidable opponents. You got a lot of chicks who claim that they about that action, but they really pussy, like Bang the Stallion. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Nicki, you lost the PR war in this, man. Like you could have did this gracefully. This is my problem with Nicki too. If I had to like really be honest, right? Like, again, I know some of y'all gonna be like, yo, act. You have no. I don't care about that. Like when it's time for me to get at her about my shit, I do get at her. Let me tell you, this is Nicki's problem. We all agree she's the queen, but she doesn't come across as graceful, and that's the thing you have to think about. The queen should be graceful. The queen should be above certain shit. The queen should act like the queen. The queen shouldn't act like another bitch on Baddies. And at times, Nicki Minaj loses that. And I think that's when people kind of get confused about maybe what her intentions is. Because, of course, she has the biggest audience of all the female rappers. But you see her, like, kind of bickering and squabbling with, like I told you this. I told you guys this a long time ago. Put it like this. You know when I did the interview with Flocko, when somebody came and said, they say, Act, this is the dopest shit you could have ever done. Rather than beef with somebody like Flocko, who a lot of people compare to you, embrace the nigga. Nicki Minaj, I think she's been slow to the game of trying to embrace the people who are coming in her lane. And for whatever reason, she feels like she still needs to brag and boast to kind of maintain her level as some type of undisputed queen. To me, that's sad. Okay? All right. Hold on, let me close this door. Why the fuck? My dogs, I don't know if y'all hear my puppies. They're wild. Shut up. Okay. Yeah, so this is what it is. Nicki with the win. But I understand why Meg won't respond if she doesn't. Like, she probably doesn't want to, like, it's not like Meg is kicking bars either. This is probably a poverty, like, rap beef. Meg is probably saying, hey, listen, I wanted to do this for sympathy. And I'm getting it right now because Nicki's going a little hard and everybody's saying, damn, we love you, Meg. Oh, Meg, damn. Nobody should ever talk about the dead. Like,
man, oh man, oh man. So we have Nicki Minaj and Joe Budden. They were on the little Twitter space thing, obviously talking about the Meg Thee Stallion situation. Meg this, Meg that. Like, I ain't gonna lie. First question, who do you guys think won the beef between Meg Thee Stallion and who had the better song so far? Meg didn't drop a diss track back yet, but you feel me? She started it off by dropping a diss track, and Nicki responded in the first 48. Literally, first 48 she responded, bro. Which is, you got to give her the props she deserves. Like 48 hours, first 48, she, you feel me? Dropped the track that quick. And Nicki definitely got pulled. She got that song up on iTunes or Apple Music, I mean. And if you got the Apple Music shit, like, when new songs just come out, like, they don't have the lyrics out and stuff. They had the lyrics out and everything, bro. Like, Nicki really got that pull over there. But, man, this beef, they just need to meet up and squabble up. Like, artificially thick versus naturally thick. Like, I believe Meg got the lipo and all that stuff, but Meg, like, she's naturally thick. I don't know if Nicki's naturally thick. Probably not. But, like, they would never fight. And Nicki, you feel me? I don't know. The way Nicki be moving, I hope Meg Thee Stallion's never back in New York. Because, you feel me? Big Zoo's hitters gonna be out there weighing just like they was weighing for Offset. They don't care if she a female, she like 6'1", she built like a man. She taller than the average male. You feel me? She like 6'1". Her tackles might feel like Goldberg or Roman Reigns tackling you. She might tackle you, just get to beat it on you. You feel me? That's probably why Tori picked the blick up. Imagine that. I ain't even gonna lie. I be going so off talking. I don't even care though. Tori's like 5'4", petite, fun size. Probably like 5'4", 130, 140. He's like a little bad bitch. Like, He probably hopped out the car like he was about to go get some crumble cookie, like a little bad bitch. And then you feel me? You got Megatron right there, Bigfoot, whatever you want to call it. You feel me? She's beating Kelsey up bad, probably being the brakes out of Kelsey because she found out that Kelsey was fucking Tori too. Tori, he a G, he fucking her and a best friend. And man, it gets even crazier. So Tori hopped out the whip like a bad bitch, you feel me? 5'4" petite. And what happens next? Big act news. He got to, you feel me? He ain't trying to catch a homie, so he probably wasn't even trying to shoot her in the feet. He was probably just trying to de-escalate the situation. They were probably like drunk and stuff. So he shot at the ground. Like, if you looked at the picture that came out of her foot, it looks like shrapnel from the ground. Like he was shooting the ground and it like sliced her foot. Like you could say you got cut in the foot. Like you can't. That doesn't even sound right or look right saying you got shot in the foot. Like you gave that man. That man is doing 10 years and is probably gonna get deported after he comes out. His career is done if he doesn't come out soon. But man, sometimes you might just gotta pick the blick up. I mean, do I blame Tori? I don't know, bro. If I was in that situation, it's like a 50-50 chance, bro. Especially because Meg is the manipulator. She's a liar and a manipulator. But man, I'm ranting too long. Let me know what you guys feel about this whole situation. Do you think Nicki Minaj and Meg would ever link up and just run the fade? You feel me? Have a 2-on-2. Have Nicki and Ice Spice and 3-on-3 Ice Spice and let's see who else. Get JT or both the City Girls. Both the City Girls can fight Meg because you feel me? They fuck with Nicki now, and have Ice Spice fight Lotto on the other side. You feel me? They really should just have a twerk off. And then you have Cardi and Nicki go at it. You feel me? Because that's where the real beef lies. Like, it's really Cardi and Nicki. But, like, Meg is really up there. So, like, Meg probably got, like, 30, 40 million, 20, 30, 40 million followers. So, yeah, she one of them big dogs, too, in the female game. Even though, Cardi's bigger, Nicki's bigger. So, you feel me? She's, like, B tier. They're in the A tier. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Big Act News, and I'm out.